Johnny.
Guess what?
What?
We're back.
We are back.
You want to tell the listeners where we are?
We are in the San Diego Yacht Club.
And there is a gentleman sitting next to you.
Yes.
And I think you could tell the listeners who he is just by his fleeced hoodie.
He is the Margarita Man.
The Margarita Man. And why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, Margarita Man, because that's really not your name, is it?
Well, that would be nice if it was, but then everybody would call me Marge. My name is Bill Thompson, and I am the Margarita Man in San Diego.
There you go.
And this is what I do.
I knew a guy from Louisiana that wanted people to call him Tex because he didn't want people to call him Louise.
Louise.
Exactly.
Somehow I saw that coming.
Right up Main Street. So, you're the Margarita Man, San Diego.
I am.
Are there other Margarita Men?
There are. I have to
Okay.
wave to my friends. I haven't seen them in a long... We used to be neighbors.
There you go.
Many years ago here, actually in Coronado about 10 years ago.
Well, you were certainly neighborly to him today.
Well, I'm an enabler. See there?
All right.
That's what I do.
You gave him a margarita, I hope. And I had one, and Lauren had one, and I believe Daniel has one, and so far it's 3 thumbs up.
I had one. That makes it
Well, there you go. Hey, how long have you been doing the margaritas?
This is year number 10 in San Diego, but the Margarita Man himself goes back to the 1980s in Texas.
So do you have like a shop? Do you just sell your drinks on the street?
No.
What do you do?
A typical event, well, the first answer is yes, we've got a warehouse. We're right in central San Diego, and we have a lot of margarita machines and a bunch of trucks, and I have my margarita lads. I'm the Margarita Man. They are the lads. They will never be men.
Any lasses? No lasses?
We do.
All right.
Her name is Denise, and she's actually at the office right now taking care of things.
All right.
And we call her the Margarita Ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she likes it.
Okay.
But typically what we do is any gathering where you have a bunch of people, and you've got to feed them, and you've got to find some kind of beverages. We do almost 100 different kinds of drinks. Margarita Man sounds better than Pina Colada Dude or, daiquiri guy.
It depends on what part of town you're in.
That's a good point. College Grove, La Mesa, Margarita Man flies pretty well out there. But we do frozen drink machine rentals, and we provide everything except the booze, and that's a legal thing in California. But we give advice as far as what kind to get, how much to get, based on what people are telling us. And we go to your house, set up a machine, give you all your supplies, make your drinks, say see you tomorrow, come back the next day, it's all done, turn it off, go to bed.
And hopefully the machine is not broken.
So far so good, knock on wood.
All right. You have a number of machines there, don't you?
We do.
How many machines you have?
48 and counting.
Wow. So you got more on the way?
I'll let you know.
All right.
We'll see how we do.
So I'm assuming you're getting business then.
Yeah, very much so.
Okay.
The last few years, this is our 10th year.
Yeah.
And we were doing very well 2003 to 2010. And then everything kind of went crazy with housing and all the scandals and scams. And we pulled the belt in, did okay, survived it, and now we're probably I think 13 is going to be a growth year.
Yeah.
The numbers are right, and the machines are very expensive. These are not eBay specials. So these are multi-$1,000 machines. So making the investment to expand requires some thought, not to mention the money. So hopefully 2013 will be a good year to put us back into a growth situation and then push on for 14, 15 and beyond.
But it doesn't have to be alcohol.
No.
So if you're doing like a kid's birthday party and they want the frozen whatevers.
Absolutely.
Positively.
Yeah, we do probably 25 or so really good non-alcohol drinks. And some people may not totally get the picture, but it's not uncommon to be involved with churches and schools and even assisted care homes, facilities, whatever. It's about entertaining people. And a caterer, a traditional caterer, has a certain type of food. He's feeding people. Well, we're drinking people. Sounds a little strange, but we are simply providing drinks. We've got a lot of choices. And we do a lot of weddings, celebrations of life. You've got 100 people saying sayonara. Got to feed them. There we are.
You have to. So, does it make more sense to have one of these machines rather than go out to a bar and go drinking?
Oh, absolutely. It takes away, the cost is totally different. We are what we consider to be a small ticket item. A rip roaring party from me, the bill's going to be about $2.25 to $2.50, and that's it. Going to a bar, you're looking at $4 or $5 per drink. times however many, then the gratuity and so forth. And the nice thing is that you can control the amount of liquor. Our formulas that we follow, everything is based on math, medium strength. We're not trying to hammer people, but we are trying to let them have a nice drink, relax, enjoy themselves, but still be able to be responsible. Ultimately, the customer can make the decision a little bit more or a little bit less, or simply stick with the guidelines, the formula, if you will. We tried the drinks here. That's medium strength. I think they tasted pretty good.
Yeah.
They did.
They're perfect.
Yeah.
Very refreshing.
Refresh, and they're packed with nutrition.
They are.
Yeah, vitamin C. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, do you get any trouble from like mothers against or anybody like that?
There's always people will object to some things. All we can do is take the middle road. We try to encourage people to be responsible and so forth, and
Everything in moderation.
absolutely, whether it's kids with a slushy party or adults with margaritas or hurricanes. Everybody has an opinion. They have their right to it. We just do the best we can.
Now, what flavor did you bring us tonight?
I brought you classic margaritas, and I have my own special recipe that I do for my friends, of which, of course, you're my, what do they call it nowadays? BFFs?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, I have another one.
See, it's working.
Now, you can stick around for another segment.
Sure.
Fantastic. We're going to take a break. We've got our wonderful sponsors, and it might be a sponsor that me and Loren are going to talk about live. Is that correct? Yeah. So we're kind of going to go away, but you can sit here, and then Loren and I are going to talk about one of our lovely sponsors. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Fantastic. So we're going to take a break. This is Johnny
And Loren
with the talk.
of San Diego.
If you're still deciding on baby names, the Talk of San Diego would make for an interesting conversation starting name for any lucky boy or girl.
If you're looking for authentic Mexican food, but don't want to sit and wait in a 3-hour line at the border, then why not come down to El Cilantro Mexican and Seafood? At El Cilantro, we pride ourselves in serving the freshest, most delicious Mexican food and seafood this side of the border. In a relaxed, comfortable Spanish atmosphere, you will be sure to enjoy anything you choose. Tacos, burritos, carne asada, carnitas, seafood, all with a taste that'll make you think you're just 3 miles south of here in TJ, but no long lines. Voted Best Mexican Restaurant by the Talk of San Diego, El Cilantro is located at Imperial Beach Shopping Plaza, just off the 5 at 764, 13th Avenue and Palm Avenue.
Es muy bueno.
And 10,000 points to our guest who can tell us who did that last song.
For Belford.
You got 10,000 points.
Woohoo.
There you go. You still got control of the board. Hey, guess what, Loren?
What?
We're back.
We are.
Do you know about Discover Video?
I do not.
Well, Discover Video is where we have our TV show called The Talk,
Of San Diego.
and it's on Roku. Are you familiar with Roku?
Yes.
Of course. We have our own channel. So what you want to do is when you set up your channel selections on the Roku, you go to Discover Video, and then you scroll down, and our show, The Talk,
Of San Diego.
is right there, and then you can subscribe to it. So then all you have to do is fire it up, and all of our shows are right there. You can watch all the different episodes. And if you have your own company, if you have a church or an organization, you want to have your own show like we have, you call them up, you go to discovervideo.com, and you say, hey, we want our own show like The Talk.
Of San Diego.
And the next thing you know, you'll have your own show on Discover Video. And that'll be pretty cool. Oop, incoming. Get to the chopper. Ow. Get down. So, we're talking to Bill, who is
The Margarita Man.
Margarita Man. And incoming. I don't know. When you're wearing headphones, it's hard to tell which direction. And when you're deaf in one ear, it's even worse than that. You ever hear the phone ringing at home and you got one ear and you're trying to figure out where it's coming from? And it's in your pocket. Well, anyway, that's not the reason we called, is it?
No.
No. Oh, there he is over there. We're here at the San Diego Yacht Club, and we have a gentleman. We might even have another spot come on after this one. Do we have another spot coming up after Discover Video?
Not for a while.
Okay, then I'll take Daniel's suggestion on that. So we're talking about Bill, the Margarita Man, and you've been doing this for how long, Bill?
This is our 10th year.
And you're celebrating by
Being here with you. This is my celebration.
could it be any better?
No, it could not.
Not be any better at all.
This is it.
What's the largest party you did margaritas for, or your refreshments, drinks?
What's largest is probably 1,500 to 2,000 people.
And how many machines
Yeah, how
would
many
that take?
machines?
Oh, there were 10 machines on that one.
Oh, wow.
But that's very much an anomaly. Very much. You know, but the production angle like that is the stress. Look at me. I'm 26 years old. This is what it did to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
26.
28.
I would have thought
I
25.
think she's buying 28. She's buying 28.
Uh-huh.
I'll take whatever
But
you
it-
say you are. You can
But
say
it's
you're
not the
14.
most fun event. The most fun, actually, two of them, if I may.
Oh, you may.
Totally off the
No,
chart.
we brought you here to not tell us interesting things.
Well, the vast majority is just people having fun. Okay, they're celebrating something. It doesn't matter what. But the two events out of thousands in 10 years that stick in my mind. The first is up in Ramona, great big place, multi-acreage. They actually called me about halfway through the party. They were running out of drinks. So I drove from San Diego back to Ramona, get there with more drinks, and it turns out that the party, which is at a remote, just absolutely beautiful home with pool and everything, it's clothing optional.
Oh,
So I'm walking back through the patio area with a case of margarita mix, wearing my Ray-Bans, thinking, It was great, and they're all very happy to see me, and they'd already been partying half the day. It was, I couldn't get out of there fast enough. I felt threatened. I don't know why.
Just Ray-Bans.
Just Ray-Bans.
Were any of them happy to see you?
Very.
Wow.
Yeah.
I bet.
It was an interesting
If anybody
day.
showed up with alcohol, I'm pretty sure they'd be happy to see it.
Yeah.
I don't know why you didn't stick around.
I'd like to say that I had other places to go.
Okay, what should I wear? Doesn't really matter. It's just going to be the
Just
two of
bring your
us.
smile.
There you go.
The other was a totally cool event up in Cardiff. They, a fellow around 45 or 50 or so who died unexpectedly. They did a paddle out, and it was really a neat thing they did, and the way they did it was just totally awesome, and the people just had a wonderful time, despite the fact that they were celebrating a loss. They did it really nicely, and that one I kind of hung around for a while, because there was just a really a bunch of nice, good people, you know, and they were remembering someone who was their friend for 25 or 30 years. And they did it very nicely. And that's something we could all hope for, that our friends would think of us like that.
That's right.
So, where do you get most of your business from? Is it from San Diego itself? Do you travel a lot? Where do you get most of your business from?
Everything is within San Diego County. If I was to say geographically where, I would say the majority are Carmel Valley, between all the way down to the 8 and then down to like Chula Vista area. That said, every week, Alpine, Ramona, sometimes Valley Center, Fallbrook, Oceanside Vista, you know, Del Mar, just
over.
Point Loma, everywhere.
And you only work in San Diego County?
Only stay in San Diego. Yep. And it keeps us busy.
Yeah.
You know, if I could pay myself by the mile, I'd probably do better. But it works out, you know.
Yeah.
And where the business comes from, the vast majority is sort of a referral. People go to a party, and we've got our machine sitting over there in the corner, and on top of the machine is a little business card holder with business cards. And they see it, they grab one, they stick it in their pocket, and they'll either hit our website or they'll call directly. So most of what we get, probably 75%, comes from that quasi-referral. They went to a party where we were.
Okay.
We've also been on the radio, and we've got 2 websites, which means it must be true, right? It's on the internet.
Exactly.
And it all blends together. You know, the trucks are logoed up, and we're always driving around.
Now, I just heard that one commercial the one time on Jack FM. Was that a one-shot deal?
No. I've also advertised with KGB, because I used to do a lot of their fundraisers.
Right.
If you don't remember, they used to do the Chainsaw Classic up in
Exactly.
Poway. And Girls on Trampolines.
Right.
There was also a margarita machine there. That was great fun, too.
For the Man Show?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, they took the idea from the Man Show.
Oh, okay.
You know, and they
But Chainsaw used to do the Girls on Trampolines?
Yeah.
Okay, I never saw that.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. It was up in Poway at a golf course.
I would imagine.
Yep.
Now, are you going to be involved with his ride up the hill for their cancer thing that they're having? They're doing a bicycle ride up there?
I've actually contacted my point of contact,
Right.
with the station to talk about that.
Right.
And we're gonna see what we can work out. Last weekend, I helped them out with an autism fundraiser right out here in Point Loma at Liberty Station.
Right.
And it was great fun. And try to do a few things like that each year. ultimately got to make a living, but at the same time, try to do something good.
For the kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, especially for kids.
Especially. Or the
Yeah.
environment. Now, I'm not sure if it's the environment or for the kids.
The environment.
Yeah, I
Well,
get
the kids deserve a nice environment.
Yeah, so I just say, well, screw it, I won't do
Yeah,
anything.
there we go.
And this way, you're not insulting anyone.
Right.
Yeah. Do you know who's playing in the background? You know who this is? You should know who this is.
Yeah.
Who is it?
I'm not going to tell you. Come on.
Come on.
I'm already ahead of the game.
He's already got 10,000 points.
You haven't
Johnny.
you haven't even rogered up yet.
All right, I'm going to take those 10,000 points away. In what year did the San Diego Yacht Club become organized, and by how many members?
I believe actually that was your birth year,
Right?
which means it wasn't that long ago.
Correct.
Probably 30 years ago.
So,
So
1886. Ooh, 55 members.
I was trying to help you out, man.
I'm sorry, but you do still have control of the board. The name of the band is Chicago, who is playing the hated Boston Bruins tonight. Did you get a score on that? Did we get a final?
Do you want me to look that up right now? Because I'm pretty sure it's still 2-0 in the third right now.
She gets the alert
Okay.
during the show, and I told her to turn the phone off. She doesn't
I
listen.
turned mine off.
Yeah.
I was
I
courteous.
mean, I didn't turn
Well,
it
you're
off.
the
I put it on
co-host. You can do what
silent.
you want.
Well,
Right.
Bill, we
You're
really
right.
appreciate the second time you came out here. The first one was a wash, but this was great. We got a chance to do your margaritas and everything, and tell people the website again.
Well, it's a very difficult one.
I know.
MargaritaManSanDiego.com.
Oh, very
Fantastic.
difficult.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate
I
it.
think I'm gonna have a party with one. Just saying.
We're going to
Okay.
have to.
Yeah.
We're going to have
I feel like I
to.
need to host one.
You know, we're going to be out at Fly Days, the first Friday of July out at Gillespie Field. You're certainly welcome to come to that.
I believe I'm actually already going to be there. I have
That's why I say,
I
that's
have
why
a
you're
client who has a hanger and a bunch of toys, and in we go.
We're going to be there.
Awesome.
Look around.
I will.
You'll see me.
There you go. Thank you once again.
Thanks for
We're going to
having
be
me.
right back. This is Johnny
And Lauren
with the talk.
of San Diego.
I've been a searching on this wide world. Now finally I found mine.
Hey, Lauren. Do you like candy?
I do.
Who doesn't like candy?
Who doesn't?
I know. Hey, have you ever been to the Royal Candy Castle?
I have because of you.
And what did you think?
It's delicious.
Jam-packed with candy, isn't it?
Anything you could possibly think of, I'm pretty sure they have it.
Which kind did you pick out that you like?
I like sour stuff.
Right?
So anything, I just grabbed a bunch of sweet and sour stuff.
Did they comp you? Did they help you out? Did they take care of you?
They did.
All right.
Because I did mention the talk of San Diego.
You mentioned the talk.
Of San Diego.
That's right. And the sweet and sour. Did you get one of those big sticks of the things?
No.
Next time.
I don't know if I can do one of those.
It took me a week to finish mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't have to do it all at once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're
Then I
fantastic.
think I might.